Like kind of cute, but also a ripoff. Hello everybody and welcome back to Advent Calendar Season 2024. Today we have a calendar. It took a second for my brain to process there. An Advent calendar that I personally am very excited about. We've never done this Advent calendar before, and I've honestly never even heard of this brand before. I don't even remember ordering this. I don't think this was PR. I don't think it was sent to me by Paul and Joe. I don't get any Advent calendars in PR, and this showed up like directly to my house. So if it was sent to me by Paul and Joe, they know a lot more about me than I know about them. I literally don't know anything about this brand. I guess I was just looking at Advent calendar days, a stupor if you will, and I saw cats on a pink Advent calendar and I was like, well, we gotta get that. And then now it's here. It is also $310. It must have been one heck of a days that I was in, but it is supposed to be worth $472. And I just looked it up. It is 24 days of makeup and skincare and surprises. So sounds lovely. The outside's adorable. Here we have the outside of the calendar. Just two cute little kitties. This one up here looks super mischievous, and this one looks like it wants to bite you just a little. I'm excited to see what the doors actually look like. Oh my gosh, precious! All of the little boxes inside of the calendar are absolutely adorable, and then they have the actual pictures of the kitties. I think this is based on either the cats are Paul and Joe and those are real actual cats, or Paul and Joe are the owners and the cats belong to them. Okay, wow, you know what? The little drawing on the front is actually spot on because, you know, this one does look dazed and confused and this one does look like it wants to bite me just a little bit. Alrighty, let's begin here with day number 1. Ooh, a little bit hefty, and that's nice. Now again, because I don't know much about this Advent calendar, I don't know if Paul and Joe is just like a makeup skincare retailer, so they're gonna sell other brands, or if they, you know, have their own brand, they make everything themselves. I guess we'll find out very soon. Beautiful packaging. Ooh, okay, I guess they do make everything themselves. Well, at least this first item here, this is from Paul and Joe. That packaging is beautiful. Frosted glass with this really interesting like little detail on the front, that like pale pink fluted cap. How cute. It appears our, oh, okay. Okay. Our first item here is it said moisturizing foundation, and I was like, oh. Then I read like one line down. Moisturizing foundation primer in the shade N01. So yeah, this being a primer and not an actual foundation probably makes it a little bit more universally usable and wearable. What does that smell like? Baby powder? Mints? Floral perfume. Slight cigarette smell? Am I just like describing a grandmother? I don't know, it has a very light scent to it. Not too terribly overpowering, but the packaging is really, really adorable. Oh, well, that's adorable. Day number 2 here is like a little part of a picture. Oh, how cute. I love imagery like this. It almost looks a little bit like a comic strip-ish, but I just think it's really, really cute. Is this French? Did I get this calendar from France? It did say that the value of it was in euros, so it might be, but this all looks very French to me. Ooh, pretty. Oh, it's just a little baggie. Okay, very cute little pouch. It's a very kind of thick, velour-y feeling little bag here. Kind of picture like a tracksuit. Imagine this bedazzled with like juicy across the bum. It says something on this little tag here. No idea what it says, but I like the florals. I like the little greenery throughout. To me, this looks like vintage wallpaper. Like imagine a bathroom from the 1950s with this wallpaper and matching tile and like a nice kind of baby blue sink, tub, and toilet. I think that could be all the rage. It's kind of a long bag, so it's like an interesting shape. Oh, the inside's very terry clothy. Okay, outside velour, inside terry cloth. I don't know if maybe they have like a particular item in mind to go in here, or if it's just like a little travel bag. On the back it just says pouch. There's actually a lot of rules and regulations about this pouch. Do not put excessively heavy or sharp objects inside the pouch or overstuff it. Color may become faded or transferred due to water, perspiration, or rubbing. Keep the pouch away from fire in high temperature areas. Do not use solvents including thinners and alcohols. Avoid washing with items that the product could snagged on. Using fabric softener will make shedding of the product more likely. Dark colors may fade. Do not wash items with white items. Don't use bleach. Tumble dry can cause the towel to shrink. Wow. That's a very high maintenance particular little pouch there. Alrighty, day number 3 is up next. That's a heavy little box. Oh, again with cute little packaging. This time it has the same flower on the front there. I'm not 100% sure what that flower is, but it's in this nice like really pale yellow, but it almost looks like a little pat of butter. Can you imagine this on like a extra large piece of toast? Like it just looks like a little pat of butter. This is the Paul and Joe Eye Color Limited C001. I'm assuming eyeshadow. Oh, it's made in Japan. Okay, that would make sense. There is a lot of Japanese on a lot of the packaging, so I'm assuming perhaps it's a Japanese brand like based in France. Because on the back here of this little box it does say that it's made in cooperation with Sofrain, France, but also made in China. Lots of different influences. Oh, interesting color assortment. I feel like I haven't seen a little duo of like a pale icy blue and like a kind of light bronzy tan with a dual-ended sponge tip applicator inside of the packaging since the early O's. It's kind of cute. It's a little different. That also is lightly fragranced. It has just like a nice kind of perfumey scent to it. Not picking up a huge amount of pigment here, but if they are just trying to accomplish that like very light icy blue eyeshadow look, then that might do it. Kind of picture this just like kind of all over the lid with like tight lined eyeliner and mascara and a very, very orange moussey base. If they're going for that kind of look, I think they could achieve it. It is just a very, very lightly pigmented shadow. But the other one here, the kind of bronzy-ish, almost has like a bit of a pinkish, like a rose gold look to it. It has a bit more pigment and it did swatch a little bit more nicely, so that's cute. All right, next up we have day number 4, and this one says Paul and Joe on the front. I feel like I need to research before I call these cats by their wrong name. Let's go to the About Us section of Paul and Joe. Surely that won't be too... Page not found, Paul and Joe. How am I supposed to know more about you? Okay, it is from France. This does ship out of France. Delivery is free for orders over 400 euros. I didn't pay 400 euros. How much should I pay for delivery? Oops. Hey, okay, so back to the advent calendar page. I'm trying not to look at anything, but it says Countdown to Christmas with Gypsy and Noonette. Paul and Joe's iconic cats. Okay, so Paul and Joe are the owners of Gypsy and Noonette. I wonder which one's which. I bet the sassy one is Noonette. I bet the one that looks like it wants to bite me just a little bit is Noonette. Anyway, now that I have that out of the way, day number 4 is very lightweight. Is little Kit Kat patches. Oh, they're stickers. Okay, listen. I've never one time, even once, been excited about a sticker in an advent calendar. I don't think it's ever happened. But these are kind of cute because not only are they just like little, you know, like a sticker, a little piece of paper, but they look like patches, only are actually like material. They look like a little patch that can be sewn on. They're actually like threaded and textured and they're so cute. That's kind of adorable. I do have to keep in mind though, I did pay $310 plus whatever the heck shipping from France was. So it is quite an expensive advent calendar, but these are at least very nice stickers. These are so adorable. But again, they are stickers. Very expensive advent calendar. Don't be distracted by the cats. At least these are high quality looking stickers, okay? Chanel. Oh, there's another layer back there. That one's precious. Oh, that packaging. Moving along here to day number 5. You all see the size of this box, right? Okay, you ready? Are you ready for this? Bing. Paul and Joe, we don't know each other very well. Unless you sent this to my house, then you barely know me very well. This is a quite small little thing to pop out of a fairly large box here, but the quite small little thing is actually very cute. I do really like the packaging for this. I'm a sucker for that kind of like aqua-y blue mixed in with like pinks and other warm tone colors. Those contrasting shades I think are really pretty. It's a tiny kitten lip balm. Oh, daggone it, Paul and Joe. Oh, shucks. But how do you even like use it? I would feel so bad to start using this and like rub his little ears off. I have that thing like really bad where you attribute like living characteristics to inanimate objects and then like I feel things for them. So the thought of like me putting this on and like rubbing his little ears off makes me really sad. But that's the entire intention of it. What he pops out of there is that's adorable. If you go down just a little bit, it's like peekaboo. This is a Paul and Joe treatment lipstick 401. I'll swatch like the back of his head maybe. Yeah, that's absolutely just a lip balm, just a clear lip balm. So not like what I personally would consider to be like a lipstick, but it's really cute. From the packaging to the adorable little kitten on the inside. Oh, does it smell like anything? No. But it's adorable. Ooh, day number 6 is a really big day and it's kind of hefty. Oh, I love this type of print. I consider getting wallpaper kind of like this. I don't know how well I'll be able to show up on camera. It's this really kind of like a detailed print with like deers and other animals in it. I just think they're really pretty. I'm seeing the word parasol. Is there an umbrella in here? Oh my gosh, there's an umbrella in here. Does that have a cat on it? It has cats on it. It's a Kit Kat umbrella. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, this is just the outer sleeve, so there might not actually be a cat on the umbrella itself. I don't know if I can open it up inside. Like, what's that saying? It's like, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. I'm folding away layers here. Oh, that's so funny. And you know, the thing is, I don't have an umbrella right now. My husband and I bought 2 of them to go to Scotland, and then I never saw them again. So this is actually, you know, a functional item. I think it's just one of the cats. So maybe each of the cats has their own like little individual item that they're on. That's really funny. That's really cute. They stick to the theme, gosh darn it. One of my criticisms of a lot of advent calendars is that they aren't themed, really well thought out and really well themed. Because there's a lot of opportunities for advent calendars that we do to go like really hard with a theme. And a lot of them, a lot of the times, I think just fall short. Like Benefit with their grocery theme, they could have gone so hard with the grocery theme and it would have been adorable if they really put like the effort into it. You know, this is themed. This is a very themed advent calendar. That could just be because all their stuff on their website's themed anyway. But it is really nice to see an advent calendar kind of go in on the theme. I think it's very cute. Alrighty, day number 7 is up next here. Looks like we might have another skincare product maybe. Oh, okay. We have another face primer. I thought this was gonna be a nail polish. This looks exactly like a nail polish bottle to me. But this is the Protecting Foundation Primer 01. So makeup base serum. So just another primer. I guess, well, one was moisturizing, this one is protecting. Maybe there's SPF or something in it. This one's also half an ounce, and the first one definitely looked bigger. I bet that first one was an ounce, so maybe this is not the full size of it. Oh, it does have SPF in it. SPF 50 with PA++++. This one also smells like a grandmother. Yes. Alright, day number 8 is the second half of the little illustration that was on top. And it looks like we have another little fabric-y item. Ooh, again, very pretty pattern. No cats though. This one has birds. I would have preferred cats. I'm a little bit afraid of birds, but only certain birds. Chickens, I know, thank you. Chicks, on the other hand, precious, but like a full-blooded, full-grown chicken, keep that away from me. Oh. I don't know why, as I was like unraveling this, I saw like this little button here and like a pocket and stuff. I don't know why I thought this was gonna be like a teddy bear sized sleeping pajama shirt. That's where my head was going to, but it's actually just a little baggie that says Paul and Joe on it with a very pretty pattern. We got some birds and some foliage and botanicals. It's definitely on the smaller side, quite a dainty little baggie here. I don't really know much personally of what I would use it for. It seems potentially a little hard to carry because the handles are so very, very small, like the hole openings has a small hole. So I guess it's more like a wrist kind of bag. But you know, it's cute. It is cute. All right, day number 9 is up next here. We have another little illustration of, I'm saying this one is Nunette. I kind of wish they would like give us like a breakdown about the cats. I'd like to know like which one is which, so I don't like offend them by calling one the other. I would like to know what breed they are, what their favorite color is, how old they are. Any information about the cats would be lovely. But this little drawing of like the fuzzy white one that looks like it wants to bite ya, she looks a lot more sweet. Alrighty, next up here we have a hand cream with a cat on it. Because of course we do. I'm not getting any information about like scent or anything like that. I'm wondering if it is going to be holiday scented just because it's kind of red and green plaid. Reads very Christmassy to me. Now I'm going to say something, and if this isn't anywhere near correct, I'm gonna seem silly, I know. But this lid here, the cap, okay, there's an interesting texture to it. It's not a uniform texture at all, and they could be trying to make it look like, I don't know, stone or like kind of crumpled paper. I don't know what their vision is, but the first thing I thought of is like any type of cap. Oh, cap of a cosmetic product that this one back here happens to find on the ground looks precisely like this. So my first thought was like, oh, they're trying to make it look like the cat chewed it up. And that's probably not it whatsoever, but that's exactly where my brain went. You see what I mean? I'm sure they're not intending for this to look like an animal chewed up a piece of plastic, but that's exactly what it looks like to me. They also don't tell us a scent or anything on here, so this could be unscented or it could be, you know, something is secret. Okay, definitely not unscented, but it's very light. It just kind of smells like, like a nice perfumed lotion, which is so descriptive, I know. Definitely some florals in there, some perfumery, maybe a little hint of citrus, I don't know, a little bit fruity, a little bit floral. It feels really nice on the skin though, very smooth, almost a little silicone-y feeling, like it's kind of slippy. All right, day number 10 here is another kind of heavy little box. Ooh, this looks very cute. Oh, okay, a gel blush, not like a cream blush, not a liquid blush, a gel blush. It says it's limited A001. Oh no. I've gone ahead and creamed up my hands and now I can't open things. Oh, dang it. Ooh, wow. Alrighty, that is a very, very pale pink shade. A little bit of almost like a lilac-y purple to it. For some reason, I guess the shadow with the cap on, it just has more of like that rosy kind of blush look, but then when you take the cap off, definitely it's like a pale kind of purpley pink gel blush. Ooh, I did not anticipate that texture. I really didn't. In my head, I'm like, yeah, gel blush, that's different than cream blush, but I didn't really think about how different it would be. If you can like imagine, okay, two different scenarios because I don't know what kind of child you were. One is if you've ever come across like one of those jelly candles, you know, that are made out of that clear gel and like your mom had them and there were some like apples and cranberries and stuff, like little fake ones floating inside of it, or it looks like a beach scene. Or in this same scenario, those like jelly Glade room air freshener things that you like kind of twist like this. You get them at the dollar store and there's gel on the inside. If you've ever poked your finger into any of those, like as a child, you're like, I have to stab that with my finger. That's precisely what this feels like. Yeah, but if you weren't a child that poked your finger into things you weren't supposed to, then picture just like a really firm jello cube from the Chinese buffet. Any of those will get you to this texture, which I don't really know if I've ever had a blush this texture before. It does have just like the very lightest, faintest whisper of a pink color. I'll adjust the lighting to where hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better, but this is a faint fair blush. I'm kind of thinking from all of the makeup based products we have received so far, this calendar is definitely geared towards a much lighter complexion. The bases that we got for the foundations do seem like they have some type of pigment to them. I don't know if that would stay on the skin or not, but they appear to be in like a very light shade range. The little eyeshadows that we got are very light, very lightly pigmented. This honestly might be just a little bit too fair for even me, unless I was wearing absolutely no makeup and I just wanted the lightest whisper of pale pink on my cheeks. It's really fair. So that's, you know, I'll definitely keep that in mind. The blush did actually dry down nicely. It's not sticky or anything. I did notice, because I was trying to layer it up to get more color on the back of my hand, it kind of peels up and balls up a little bit if you put on too much. So I would definitely really blend it out. As an interesting product, I think this would be for a very select group of people with just like a very pale complexion. All right, day number 11 is down here, feeling super duper lightweight. Am I seeing a cat? Oh, it's a kitty cat thing! It's kind of an interesting shape. It's a little tiny kitty cat. I feel like I want to say that I saw packaging like this years ago. Where was that? It was like an online beauty store thing. Shop Miss A? Oh my gosh, that's a throwback. Like everything was $1 and I feel like they had cat-shaped packaging. Am I making that up? Somewhere on the internet, I feel like back in the day you used to be able to get cat-shaped packaging for fairly inexpensive. What is this? I was gonna say this is really cute, but there is the bottom, I popped off the bottom anticipating there to be a lipstick in here, but it's just that, and there's nothing up in that cat hole there. It says it's a lipstick case, but look, how? I mean, the little nubby bit is only this big. I guess you're supposed to like take out a bullet of lipstick and like shove it into here, unless this is like a refillable case and they have the refills somewhere else in this calendar, which would be really nice if they actually sent one like in here for it to make sense. It's a very cute little lipstick case. I just kind of wish there is a bit more to it. Day number 12 is up next here, about halfway through, or at least almost, this advent calendar, and you know, it's been adorable. It's been very cute. Am I like overwhelmed with the makeup and the skincare selections that are in here? Not really. Do I think there's a lot of very precious, like cutely little packaged things in here? Absolutely. So we'll see what the rest of the calendar has to hold for us, but let's go ahead and see what's in here. Alrighty, we have a Paul & Joe cleansing gel, again with those same flowers. What are those? Lotuses? Are these lotus flowers? They're really pretty, whatever they are. Okay, I don't think they're lotuses. What are you? I'm hungry. I had a cupcake for breakfast because it's Christmas. It's December 2nd right now. Christmas began yesterday. I've had my trees up for days. So if I want a Christmas cupcake for breakfast, that's what I'm gonna do. Being in your 30s is, well, I was gonna say fun. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it is nice if I want to eat a cupcake for breakfast, I can do it. $65? What the heck? I was just trying to see like what the flour was. I wasn't even trying to look up the price of this. That took me by utter shock. What do you mean $65? For 50 grams? This is $65? Why? Ew, okay, it was taking me it was just showing a picture of only the cleansing gel, but apparently that is the price for the whole little Paul and Joe makeup collection 2024, which is also adorable, and I think there's circus cats involved. Oh, or maybe it's just their regular cats with stripes in the background. Close enough. I just wanted to know what kind of flower that was. That's it. Let me know down below in the comments if you know what kind of flower this is. It would just be really interesting to know like what flower it is because it's on a lot of their packaging, so I'm just interested in finding that out. It appears this is not the full size of their cleansing gel. It comes in 160 gram like little squeezy tubes, like a large squeezy tube at that point. You can get it on Amazon for $28 or Yes Style for $54. That's a big difference. That's a very large difference. Ooh, oh my gosh, it smells like a limeade. Oh my god, it smells exactly like a lime popsicle or something. Ooh, that sounds really good. Refreshing. Alrighty, we have day number 13 here. Again, the flower is on top of this packaging and on the front. I gotta know what that flower is. We have a cute little bottle of nail oil. Again, with that like nice kind of fluted cap. Fluted cap. And those same flowers, what are you? Oh, it smells nice. I kind of expected it honestly just to smell as oil, just smell like oil, but oh, it smells really nice. Everything is very perfumed and fragranced, which is, I mean, it smells lovely. If you're not super into perfumed things, then you might not like that, but I think it smells really good. Ooh, day number 14 is it's a big box. Why does it feel like a cereal box? But it's very, very lightweight. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready. It's just a tiny little stuffed kitten pillow. That is unique, but also adorable. Why? You know, if I had like a beauty brand, a makeup company, and I had just the ability to stick Ren and Tater on everything that I produced and like make little like plushies of Ren and Tater and force other people to also own plushies of Ren and Tater, I'd probably do it. Can you imagine Paul and Joe just sitting around giggling at the fact that they know however many of these advent calendars they sold, there are that many little stuffed figures of their cats sitting in people's homes? I wonder if we're gonna get two, because I mean there's two cats, because I feel like that would show favoritism if we only got one. How completely random, but also adorable. I wonder if Tater and Ren would also hate this. We have a couple of pillows that have like Boston Terrier faces on them. They don't like them. They don't understand why there are like flat dogs around the house. So I don't know if they would react to this. I'm not sure if Tater's ever seen a cat. Hey Tater. Hey Tater buddy, I hate to bother you. I have a question. Are you ignoring me a little bit? I can see your eyes are open. I'm being entirely and fully, completely ignored. We'll see if he likes this little kitty cat later. Unbothered. What day even was that? 14? All right, 15, we have another smaller box. It's like a tiny little tin with the kitties on it, of course. This is a lip treatment balm in the shade 001, so I'm sure it's like a either super pale, oh, well, no. I was gonna say, I'm sure it's either like a very, very pale pink or just a clear shade, but it's like a pretty kind of berry-ish, almost maroony burgundy looking little balm. Oh, there's glitter in it. Oh, okay. Definitely swatches very, very pink. So I guess because it's concentrated in here, it just looks a bit deeper, but it swatches very nicely. Like it's really smooth feeling, but it definitely has like the stickiness of a balm, but it comes off quite almost fuchsia pink. It smells like fruit and spearmint gum mixed together. I don't think it's actually a little bit minty. Alrighty, very, very cute. What number was that? 15. So we're moving on to day number 16. Oh, that one's heavy. All right, seeing the same kind of fluted little lid here. So I'm hoping we don't get yet another primer. Oh my gosh. Paul and Joe, how many different types of primer can you have? I actually can't. I didn't think there would be a third primer in here, but boy am I wrong. Okay, so the next thing we have here, it's a bit different version of a primer. This is a sparkling foundation primer 001 makeup based serum. So like it's pretty, It's nice. It has like little goldeny kind of glitters in it. I personally thought that this was a nail polish, yet again, when I pulled it out because it looks exactly like one. It's reminding me a little bit of that YSL primer that has like the golden chunks in it. A very nice scent, kind of fruity, kind of floral like everything else. It's a pretty primer. It's a very pretty primer. We're in primer number 3, and I feel like that's a lot of primers to be in one advent calendar. I'm kind of hoping for a little bit more variety. I feel like just based on what we've seen so far, there's probably like a lot more cat themed stuff they could put in here. They could like exchange 1 or 2 of these primers for something else with a cat, and I would be okay with that. I personally would love another tiny cat pillow. And number 17 has a little illustration of the same cat twice, and it's just always like wide-eyed and confused as heck. Ooh, okay, something a little bit different. Same kind of similar packaging with like the fluting and that same flower. What is that? But this time we have a very pretty kind of a deep pink packaging, and I think that's really nice. It's supposed to be limited as well. Limited C001. I don't know what they mean by limited on some of this packaging. I don't know if it's something made exclusively like for this calendar, or if it's like part of an exclusive holiday launch or something. Ooh, very pink, but it does look really nice in the little tube there. It has a stamping of that same flower. It's nice to have like a colorful makeup item that isn't super light. Oh, okay, I've been really excited about day number 18 here. Oh my gosh, it's a very big box, and I really like the imagery on it. It just looks so like vintagey to me. That pale yellow with like the white cats and the little pink ribbon. I think that's very cute. It's Paul and Joe slippers with a little kitty on them. Oh my goodness. This is a very adorable thing to include. It really is a functional item, but something also very cute. And if you're a big fan of the brand, like it's branded, it has the cat on it. My only complaint thus far is that they didn't ask us anything about sizing or anything like that. So if you're purchasing this advent calendar, you have no idea if these are going to end up actually fitting you or not. To be honest, these look like a fairly small size. I'm a size, well, I guess it depends. I'm a size like 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, depending on the shoe. Don't you just love how that system works? Ooh. Oh, I was gonna say that was very uncomfortable because there's a piece of cardboard shoved up in the toe. These just fit. Like if my foot was any longer, it would not fit into these slippers. Heel is right there on the edge of these slippers. The heel part is thicker than the rest of it, so like your foot kind of slants up, which might honestly be nice for my feet because my arches are so messed up. Oh, they're adorable. They're very cute. But unfortunately, if you have like a size 8, 8.5, 9, 10 foot, I don't know if these are gonna work for you. 8 might be like the cutoff for these. I personally think if you're gonna sell an advent calendar, especially a very expensive one, $310 plus whatever shipping, you might wanna check with your audience to make sure that what's gonna be in the advent calendar will work for them to the best of your ability. So especially something for like a shoe, or if you have like a, I don't know, like a t-shirt, a branded t-shirt or something in there. It'd be really nice to have like a little form to fill out, or like a little drop down thing that says like I'm a size whatever shoe, or I prefer a size large t-shirt, you know, that kind of thing. I know like fully customizing a calendar, like getting into shade ranges and things like that, I mean, that would be fantastic. That would be lovely if people actually did that, calendar makers did that, but I can see where that would be really difficult. But for something very specific like a shoe size, and I'm sure that these shoes only come in, you know, a couple different sizes, it would be really nice to have some type of customization. All right, 19 is up next here, feeling a little bit heavy. Guessing we're gonna have another skincare item. Let's see, this is a primer. Paul and Joe, this is a primer. Oh my gosh! Why? What's happening here? What? Is this the Paul and Joe primer advent calendar? This is the 4th primer. I understand they all do different things, but like heavens to Betsy, heavens to Nunette. Another primer. This time it's an illuminating primer, but different than this one because this one is like a serum-y kind of jelly illuminating sparkle primer. This one is illuminating foundation primer 1. The first one was like a moisturizing primer, then we had protecting primer, then we got almost sparkles, and now we have an illuminating one. Stop it. That is way too many primers. Okie dokie, day number 20 is up next. Righty, we have another hand cream here. This time it is a silky hand cream. Still doesn't give me any type of like fragrance breakdown or anything on the packaging itself. I'm sure it does have more information online. Again, just trying to avoid spoilers, but yeah, we got that like bitten up, chewed up top again. I think that's really cute. In my mind, that's what you're thinking of, because I think that's just a subtle little detail that I think is real cute. All right, let's go ahead and cream up my hands again. Oh, this one already does have a different texture to it. Pepperminty. Yeah, this one's pepperminty. Yeah, pepperminty with a little, like, still hint of floral. There's kind of like a floral flow through all of the scents in this calendar. Feels very nice. It feels very standard for a hand cream. It doesn't have a cat on it though, so I do have to deduct a couple of points from this hand cream because there's no cat. 21 is a very cute little box. I like the little kittens with their little bows around their neck. How adorable. Feeling a little bit on the heavy side. If I open this up and I see plastic fluted top with a frosted glass base, and there's another primer in here, Paul and Joe. Okay, I believe we're safe. I believe we're safe from the primer at least this time. Oh, a body and hair mist. Paul and Joe Body Hair Mist 01. Just a fragrance name would just be so nice. I would just love to have just like the name of the fragrance just on it. That's it. Another very light fragrance. I feel like it's a tiny bit different than some of the other cosmetic and like skincare stuff that we've been sniffing. Oh. Right in the face. It still just has that very kind of light floral scent to it. Nothing too crazy overpowering. It probably smells like whatever this flower is, and because I have no earthly idea what this flower is, I can't determine the smell. Day number 22 here. We have some very fashionable ladies on the front. Oh, this seems like an interesting item. What is this? Ooh, okay. Kind of a nice big compact, I'm guessing, with the same flowers. On one side here, we have a nice big mirror, and this side down here, I thought it was going to be a double mirror, but I'm wondering if this might be like a little mixing tray or something, maybe for mixing foundations, or I don't know, mixing all your primers together and seeing if you can make just a brand new one. Cute little mirror. Doesn't feel perhaps crazy high quality or anything like the plastic and stuff. I'm actually really excited about this box solely because I think the packaging is beautiful. I love that. Those kind of mustardy yellow flowers. Anything that looks like a vintage botanically kind of print, I'm gonna love. We have more cloth. And it's a little cute cat. Okay, this is a very cute little washcloth. It is a precious little washcloth. We have a fully embroidered kitty cat down here at the bottom with Paul and Joe on it. But this is a very just kind of like a standard washcloth feel, but with embellishments of embroidery and trimmings. It's like a very standard, kind of inexpensive washcloth or to play like dress up. That's what this is. I mean, it's really cute. Alrighty guys, we are down to the final day of this advent calendar. This has been, I had no idea what to expect going into it, but as we like got into it a little bit, I was like, oh, I might like see where this is going a little bit. I don't know if it's exactly what I was hoping for after we started unboxing the first few things, but some very cute stuff so far. But let's just see what the final item is in here. Maybe it's something fantastic. It does have the cats just all over it. Just they are all over the place. All right, day number 24, the final item. Let's see what we got. Oh, shocked. There's cats on it. I really do like this type of illustration. So we've seen these cats drawn in like every way feasible in this advent calendar, but I really like this kind of like pen and ink with watercolor type illustration. I think that's really pretty. Oh, and it's just a little handled makeup bag. So kind of on the smaller side, just a little square box like this. It honestly looks like a lunchbox. Is it insulated? I don't know if it's fully insulated, but it's a little bit like fluffy, foamy inside of there. I could put a sandwich in here and just carry it to work and put it in the refrigerator. I'd do that. A Kit Kat lunchbox? Yeah, I'd do that. I don't think that's what it's intended for. I'm fairly certain it's for putting, you know, minimum 4 different primers into. But you could, you know, use your cat bag however you want. Cute. Cute. That's kind of the word to use for this entire advent calendar. I've said it so many times. If any of you guys were following along and playing any type of particular game where you ingest something every time I say the word cute, I'm very sorry. But that's pretty much what sums this up. The word, that's a very established. What I'm not certain is super established is how valuable this is. Like, kind of cute, but also a ripoff. You're distracted by the cuteness and the fluffiness of the cats, so you can't like tell that you're paying a lot of money for maybe not a lot of very like usable quality products. I don't know. I kind of want to reassess. I'm gonna lay everything out, take a gander at it, take a look at it again all together, maybe even look up a few items and their values and stuff. I'm gonna put this all together so you can kind of look at it together and see if we've gotten our value or if we've just been distracted by cuteness. All right, you guys, I am back. It might not seem like I've been going very long on your end, but since that last little clip where I said I was gonna find the values of things and like be right back, it's been a while. I have managed to have dinner, take a migraine-induced nap, and also watch a little bit of that penguin show. Can y'all believe that the guy is that one guy? He's a chameleon, that one. So I've been on a bit of a journey for the past few hours, but truly and honestly, the real journey was trying to find the values for the things in this calendar, because most of them don't exist is the problem. This was definitely a bit of a frustrating one, trying to like track down values for things, because a lot of these things appear to be made like specifically for the advent calendar, but somehow also available for sale on YesStyle, but not on the Paul and Joe website. I think I just kind of gave up a little bit, to be fully and entirely completely honest, but there are some things that I would like to point out here. So the primers, the 4 primers, the large one is $36 and the 3 other small primers are $21 for a total value of just the 4 primers at $99. So like the $300 that you're paying for it, 99 of it is for 4 primers. That's a large portion of the cost of the advent calendar, even for the entire retail value of like, what was it, 4 something? 1/5 of the value is just in those 4 primers. But I personally, I might be alone in this, but I don't know if I love the idea of 4 of basically the same exact products coming in an advent calendar like this. Especially even though there are formulation differences and technically they're supposed to do different things, the primers are very similar in form and function. The bottles look very similar, they do very similar things. Most of them have some type of SPF in them, so it's a very similar product to repeat 4 times and take up that much of value. Personally. The umbrella, I wasn't able to find it anywhere besides like on a Japanese website for 4,290 yen or $28 USD. I also found out that all of their lipsticks are sold separately. So they're like individual components that you purchase together. So you have to buy like a case and a refill, and honestly, on their website, I couldn't find a single place where you could buy both of them together in one, like to begin with, and then just get refills as you go. You have to purchase the case and then you have to purchase the lipstick, which I mean, it's kind of cool that you can pick what case you want versus what lipstick you want or lip product, but they are separate charges. So it seems that most of their cases are $10. The clear little cat-shaped lipstick that we got was $16 on its own for the product, and the pink lipstick just for the product, the actual lipstick, is $19. So those would cost $26 and $29, which personally, the pink case that the $19 lipstick came in, it doesn't feel incredibly high quality. It doesn't feel super nice. It feels very lightweight plastic. It doesn't seem like the cap would really stay nicely well put. Oh, now speaking of lipstick cases and individual tubes and such, I wanted to find the little white cat, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just quickly Google Lens it, and I'm sure it'll pop up. And it did indeed. It did indeed. Multiple places on wholesale websites, Alibaba, AliExpress, for mere pennies. The same exact tube. The only difference is that they have had Paul and Joe kind of stamped around the base of it. It is the same exact wholesale lipstick tube. It looks like they've just popped out the insert where the lipstick is supposed to go to put in their own inserts and lipsticks, which makes me think they probably are doing that for all of their lipstick cases. Now, I'm fairly positive there are a ton of brands out there that are just buying empty wholesale lipstick cases like that, filling them with their own product and selling them, which, you know, that's just how things are done. My issue comes from when you put an empty 32-cent wholesale lipstick tube in a $300 advent calendar. Because I know I can go on AliExpress and buy 5 of them. That's their wholesale minimum, by the way, only 5 for 32 cents a piece. What is 5 times 32? $1.60. I can get, oh, it's right here, perfect. I can get, there goes my phone. I could have grabbed it. I like watched it fall. Anywho, yeah, I can go on AliExpress right now and I can buy 5 of these lipstick tubes for $1.60. So this item to me was definitely a little bit disappointing and also made me a little bit leery of some of the other stuff inside of the advent calendar. Because for a $300 advent calendar, I kind of anticipated, you know, maybe a little bit more quality. I was hoping perhaps like they had, you know, this was something special to them. They make their own molds, like they had this formed and shaped and you can only get it from Paul and Joe or from this advent calendar, but apparently that is not the case. It is a wholesale item that you can buy by the hundreds. Now, a whole lot of this stuff, like a good portion of this stuff, when I was looking it up on the Paul and Joe website, I would type in like the name and it wouldn't take me to a product page. It would take me just to the advent calendar page, which tells me that these products, a lot of them, were exclusive to the advent calendar. Now, that typically, in my mind, actually adds a lot of value to an advent calendar. Like, if you have say a smaller business, a handmade business or something, I can totally, absolutely see why you couldn't offer some like crazy value for your advent calendar, because your profit margin just is not nearly as high as some of these like massive companies. So instead of the value coming from like a big monetary discount, the value can come from exclusivity. So you can make like particular fragrances or packaging or designs that you can only find in the advent calendar. And to me, I really do think that that adds value. However, I think that does still apply here. I'm a little bit concerned about maybe perhaps some of the quality of the items compared to maybe what they sell on a regular basis. As we know, we've discussed, I am very, very unfamiliar with the brand, so I can't speak to the quality of like their skincare, their makeup, that kind of stuff. A lot of these items are very cute, but they honestly don't feel super high quality, and that might be a little bit of a concern, even though they seem to appear to be advent calendar exclusives, which I think is cool. I'm just a little bit concerned perhaps about the quality. I just don't know if I feel personally like the type of items and potentially the quality of items that we received in this advent calendar, the mix that we got, is worth the $300 that we paid for it. $472, I don't see where on earth this little spread of stuff costs $472. That's just my feelings on it and opinions on it. Like I said, I'm very new to this brand. I've never really experienced much of this brand. I have to say it did perturb me a little bit that I could find this immediately on a wholesale website. For me at least, I'm thinking there's a big instance of style over substance here. I do really appreciate the styling of it. I think the styling could have been higher quality, and I definitely think there could have been a better selection, diverse selection of makeup and skincare items in here, because it was advertised as makeup, skincare, and surprises. So those two came first and then surprises, but I feel like there's definitely a lot of surprises and also just a lot of primers.
My treats? What is going on? Wait, you sit. You sit.
Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions about this down below in the comments. We have so many advent calendars left to go. So if you guys want to see more unboxings, please go ahead and consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time.